Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Now, we all know politicians are shady, devious, greedy, grasping figures who are in for everything that they can get hold of. We know we can't trust them. We know they are dodgy. But Rishi Sunak is reaching a new low in terms of what he's doing that is dodgy. Now, we've all seen the cartoons or the comedies where somebody signs a contract, but he does it with invisible ink that slowly fades, and then, oh, nobody signed. Oh, this contract isn't signed. Haha, and they get out of it, that kind of thing, right? You wouldn't think Rishi Sunak would do such a thing, would you? I mean, it's not as though he would sign things or write things down in ink that can be readily and easily erased. Could you? Could you believe that? You will. Here goes. So the Prime Minister uses pens with erasable ink to make notes and sign letters, so that later on in the files he can go back at night when nobody's looking and go and it's gone. Everybody saw him do it and now there's no evidence of it. Dodgy man. Anyway, use of the Pilot V erasable ink version, said to be widely used within the civil service, raises questions about accountability and security. It's again, we need to ban them totally with a jail sentence if they do it from using WhatsApp. They must only use official channels. And secondly, they've got to use non-erasable permanent ink. Because these dodgy bastards, they would quite honestly write things down, show you that they've written it down, and then, oh look, and it magically erases itself when nobody's looking. You cannot trust them 1 inch. They are sneaky, snide, devious bastards. Anyway, security concerns have been raised following the discovery that the Prime Minister has been using pens with erasable ink at official meetings and during government business. He's also been seen using the pen to sign letters. According to a report published by a national newspaper and website, Rishi Sunak routinely uses the Pilot V pens when making handwritten notes on official documents and in cabinet meetings. Why? Why is he using erasable ink? Straight away, you know he is dodgy. He is snide. He is untrustworthy. I mean, we've always known that. He's a bloody Tory Prime Minister who didn't get elected. Not only by the people, he didn't even get elected by his own party's members. And now he's writing with ink that can be completely erased so that no record of anything he does can be attributed to him. What on earth is he up to? And why do they think they're going to get away with this? The pens are marketed as being unlike most other disposable fountain pens, as they have real tipping, making for a smooth, rounded writing point and a much more enjoyable writing experience. However, versions of Pilot V pens also use erasable ink. And so look, I am signing this declaration and we're going to do this, that and the other, and then it evaporates. It's like Tom Marvello's diary, isn't it? And if you don't know what that is, we ain't going to be friends. The Guardian has reported that Prime Minister is regularly pictured using the disposable pens, both during his time as Chancellor and now as Premier. He was most recently seen using the pen to take notes during a cabinet meeting earlier this month. He was photographed with the pen while working on government papers and signing official letters in Downing Street and at international summits, including a meeting of the European political community in Moldova at the beginning of June. This is absolutely immense. It is terrible. Now, the next line is goes to show something, right? The pens, which cost around £5 each, carry an erasable ink logo, and the Japanese company that makes them promotes them as ideal for those learning to write with ink, because if you make a mistake, the ink erases using standard ink eradicators. That's what they put on there to market it. What they mean is you are not ever going to be held down in future by signing anything that can be easily evaporated away. But they said earlier in this report that it's commonly used in the civil service. We're paying for that out of our taxes. Why are we paying £5 a time for a pen when we can be paying 20p a time for a pen for a pack of 50 Bics? Give them Bics and let them get on with it. Anyway, some observers had noted that Mr. Sunak's use of the pens could mean that his handwritten notes could be erased from official papers that are later lodged in government archives or retrieved to be used to refer to in independent investigations, such as the official COVID inquiry. So he could write something down in the middle of some serious business, realise that he's made a mistake, go back and go and write it out. And when somebody comes to check it, you go, no, I never did that. I didn't write that. And it's already gone. This is dodgy, and it is a matter of public record, as well as possibly a matter of national security. According to number 10, the pens provided by the civil service are used widely in Whitehall, including by the permanent secretaries. The secretaries might be permanent, but the ink isn't. The Guardian reported that the written notes of a previous Prime Ministers have been an essential resource for historians dealing with the inner workings of government at key periods in history. It's cited as an example Margaret Thatcher's handwritten notes, which disclosed her plans for emergency measures at the height of the miners' strike, and cabinet disagreements over how to respond to Argentina's invasion of the Falklands in 1982. They need to ban them. They must be banned. It must be permanent ink. If they are putting stuff down that they later realise they don't want and are erasing it, then they shouldn't be in that position. You commit your mistakes to paper and you are accountable. You cannot get around this. This is terrible, really. I'm making light of it. It's absolutely awful. He could write down something, that could cost people's lives, realise what he's done, and then go back and change it. And then when the investigation happens, there's no evidence of him doing that. People could be dead because of his decision, and there's no record. No, that has got to stop immediately. Absolutely got to stop. Anyway, I'm going to come up and I'm going to leave that sneaky, snide bastard and the one beside him, Hunt. I have to keep reminding myself it's pronounced Hunt, because actually there's two of them there. There's four of them there. There's probably five. I bet that's James Cleverly's hands right in the bottom left corner. They're all of them snide bastards, aren't they? And look, with his erasable pen on his desk so that he can never have anything attributed to him. That needs to stop immediately. Anyway, I shall round up and come up. Now, this makes you think. You've got a COVID inquiry going on. It turns out a lot of the stuff didn't go through official channels where there's records. It went on to things like WhatsApp where there's no records, so that they couldn't be held responsible for decisions they were making. And now, throughout the whole of that, they were using erasable ink pens to send messages. How many people died because of decisions they made and for which now there is no evidence because they have taken extreme caution in ensuring that all evidence is gone? They need to be prosecuted. They absolutely need to be prosecuted for perversion of justice. Right, it's not a great deal, but if they can all do 2 years in prison, absolutely brilliant. The smug, angry, they're just bastards, aren't they? They can't even commit when they fuck this country. Oh, it makes me so angry. Make these pens illegal. Make them all sign in their own damn blood. Anyway, I shall stop there and come up because I will not come up. I'm already up. I'm just going to stop there because I can feel my heart pounding over it. Fuck them. Anyway, stop. If you like what you've seen here on the channel, please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and always make sure that whoever writes anything does it in permanent ink, that they've got a record and they can't snide their way out of responsibility like those bastards. And goodbye.